12345
Leno, thank you for the super as well. Good morning, mommy. I got really bad hurts today and very sad now. This is a bit long, but can you say, Ooh, I'm reluctant to say something that I don't know what it means. Hold on. Oh, it says, it means magic words to let pain go away. Itai no tonde ke. That's cute. Thank you very much for that. Denise, thank you for the super. Yo, Vox, would you ever consider doing a chill drinking stream? I would like to do that. Any embarrassing drunk stories? Any embarrassing drunk stories? I remember being out in town once, and my friends and I, we went to McDonald's, and one of my friends, he hates pickles, and we just made a whole thing about going to McDonald's while we were drunk, and getting a burger with a pickle in it and then throwing the pickle at him. That's a very mild drunk story. A lot of my other drunk stories are kind of terrifying. That was the okay. You guys are gonna have to let me know if you're okay for me to tell this story. There was the time that on New Year's Eve, I oh dear. There was a time on New Year's Eve that I decimated my friend's plumbing with let's say an iceberg. I may hold off on the details because I think that story's pretty gross, but thank you. Lily Chen, thank you for the super. Would you like a kiss? Mwah. Of course you can have a clip. Of course you can have a kiss. I did. I'm sorry. I did. I took a giant shit and I destroyed my friend's toilet. It was really funny. Or it's I don't know. It was okay, I guess I have to tell it now. So what happened? So I was out with some friends. We were out on the town. We were having a few drinks on New Year's Eve, and then at the end of it, we came back to my friend's apartment, and it was me and a few friends, and we put Emperor's New Groove on the TV, and at that point I'd had way more to drink than everybody else, and I just I lay back and I just completely passed out. I passed out on my friend's couch and I just fell asleep for about 3.5 hours. But the thing about being drunk is that when you pass out, you don't realize that you've passed out. You just kind of lie down and then you open your eyes again and then suddenly you're awake, right? And this happened. I fell asleep while Emperor's New Groove was on, and I woke up and I was so disoriented I didn't even realize that the movie was over. So I just sort of thought like, movie's over. And then it hit me and I realized I gotta take a shit. And so I got up and I said, hey buddy, can I go use your bathroom? He was like, yeah, of course. And I went off and I sat down and I zoned out for, I think, still being quite drunk, I zoned out for about 45 minutes, I think. I just looking at my phone because it was the new year, you know, there was a lot going on. I was keeping up with Twitter and all that kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden I realized, like, oh shit, you know, my ass is starting to get numb. I've been sat here for ages, and I sort of stood up. I turned around and I had a look, and before me I saw the iceberg that sank the Titanic. I mean, it was like the most repulsive, but at the same time the most impressive dump I've ever seen in my life. It was quite something. It was really quite something. I was scared. I was scared of what I'd managed to produce. You know, it was really something. And so after that, I got up and I was like, and I tried to flush it down, and sadly, it did not cooperate. It didn't cooperate, and you know, the toilet became clogged. And so I went back into the living room, and by that point I had been on the toilet for such a long time that my friends had all hid in the living room, and they were trying to jump out and surprise me or make me think that they'd all left by the time I got back. It was some kind of a prank. But the thing is, I took too long, or perhaps I was too quick. I was much too quick for them to realize, right? So I just opened the door, and before they could all jump out and surprise me, or before I could have the thought process that they had left, I just said, mate, I've clogged your toilet. And thankfully we got it all sorted out, and it passed into legend as the legendary New Year's poop that blocked my friend's toilet. Look at me! Look at me! Look at me with my expensive suit and my little necklace and all of this fancy music, and here I am telling the story about how I decimated my friend's plumbing.